All right. Not right now, she's not.
What does she have hanging from her mouth?
Oh, come on. What? Looks like fur. What is this? Is this a tummy? It's a tummy. It's a tummy. Alright. All right. Are you on the live? Here we go. No, you get nothing.
She says, wait, what?
She still has food that I gave her.
I know.
You think you deserve more dog food after you rejected the dog food that I so graciously offered. Child, I'd ask if you're high, but I'm pretty sure if you were, you'd actually eat something.
She does, just not her food. Her favorite's still all over.
No, her favorite's still cat shit. All right. So let's start. Here we go. There you are. Let's get this over with, shall we? Today has been very long, kind of boring. That's kind of the way we like it at work, because if it's not boring, that means paperwork. And paperwork is no bueno. Unless it's writing poetry. In that case, it's a really great way to pass the time. I'm still trying to put out more advertisements for my wife's shindig.
I'm still trying to figure out what you're going to do about it.
Like,
I know you talked to them, that we talked to them about that just coming up on Saturday. But you haven't worked out any details, have you?
come here. Come on. Oh, look at this. Did you look at this? Look at that puppy. I'm not gonna make you moderator. You just said ew. That's a puppy. Yeah. Yeah. Because you just said ew. My big baby. Yeah. Can't call her a little baby anymore. Look at this. Doop 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 doop. Doop doop doop. Okay, here we go. Ah! She disturbed me first. So. Self-promotion or bullying ban. That, in and of itself, is false, because all of what people do on here is self-promotion, if not full-blown sexualized bullshit. So, mind your P's and Q's.
You know, I think that was somebody actually just typing that.
Oh, I know. I know it was somebody faking it.
Leave the cat alone.
I just did. Tanzania. Well, we are sending love right back from Oregon. U.S.
Wait, who?
of A. And this water dish belongs to one of our tarantulas. Alright. Kind of worries me, but I think our male Brazilian blues
Yeah.
might be off feed. Which is not unheard of. Hey, friends! How is that racist? Hello, France. Altua, or is that supposed to be Alza? Let's bring this around. We've got 10. This is one of our male Brazilian blue violets. Notice the bald patch. He decided that he was going to take off, go for a little run.
How many tarantulas do you have?
We have about 10.
Somebody asked.
We have one true spider. So, you're not wrong. But that was not a spider per se. It was an arachnid. However, it was a tarantula. And one of the main differences between a tarantula and a true spider is the fact that tarantulas typically have book lungs. Book lungs are a what is that? Primitive set of lungs that allow tarantulas to take in enough oxygen to get to ginormous sizes. And he's shy, that's right. If you keep saying that's racist, then your timeout. Notification, you just got outed as being an actual real boy. Sorry. Oh wait, did I just assume your gender? Whoopsie.
Really?
I'm just saying. The hell is an ice cream? Is that a bowl? Are you talking about a bowl with a lid? Or is this something that stoners crafted in the wake of, like, being out hiking and wanting ice cream at the same time? Because that, too, would make a lot of sense.
They said yes.
Then, I mean, I guess we have bowls. I think we even have giant bowls with lids. No, I have not seen the ice cream canteen, but that's hilarious. So this is our other Brazilian blue male. He still has all of his booty hairs. He's got a nice wet environment. That's how it needs to be. Still needs a little bit of moistening. These tarantulas typically stay smaller even when they are females. And the males tend to like to try to take off to find themselves a mate. Got a little bit of arachnophobia, do ya? Yeah. I used to, too. It's fine. At least these guys give you something to be scared of.
Those hairs.
They've got, if they're a New World species, they got urticating hairs, which they can throw at you as well as lace their environment with, so that if something goes in there that shouldn't, it gets a little bit itchy. Little bit itchy. Then, of course, they have the fangs and the threat posturing where they stick their hands up in the air and smack at you. Alright, we gotta be careful with this guy because he has covered up his den. You know, for being something that looks like he's pre-molt, I still see his legs. Crazy little critter. Have I seen the movie, or which are you talking about? Like the legit arachnophobia movie? I have seen bits and pieces of it, but I think that when I saw it, I was too high to fully grasp it. For 3 hours? If I have a bowl of ice cream, if it is not eaten in like 5 minutes, then I'm doing something wrong. Brian? Letting my wife get through. Who's Brian? Okay, here we go. This critter is our Asian forest scorpion. No, I don't play Diablo. I play Onward. What? Yeah, you used to play it?
Played in a lot of the apartment. I probably re-download it.
Well, why is it good to eat ice cream? Well, hold up. Are you trying to promote the ice cream canteen on a live stream that somebody else has going? My wife plays Diablo, or at least she did. Now, it might not come through as well here, but let's give it a try. This is our Asian forest scorpion under a UV light. This is an excellent way to find them in the dark. If you're trying to catch a new pet or trying to suss out just how bad a scorpion infestation might be, grab a UV light and go to work. Now, if you're in an environment like we are in Oregon, the likelihood of coming across a scorpion pretty low. Not zero, but pretty low. Because there aren't very many scorpion species that like to live this far north. Because I think that an easy to care for pet is a good pet. And I consider tarantulas and scorpions to be easier to care for than ball pythons. And the reason why is it's pretty straightforward. You don't need to have a heat source on your eight-legged freaks so long as the room temperature is 75 to 80 degrees. You're set. You don't have to worry about it. The only thing you have to worry about is the climate in their individual cages. Now, there are some tarantulas that need to have an arid climate. Your Monocentropus balfouri, your Harpictera pulchreps, a lot of your old world species tarantulas. There are some old world species that need to have a humid environment, like for instance our scorpion here. These are technically venomous. However, there is a little bit of crossing from one end to the other. If you were to swallow scorpion or tarantula venom and you had like an ulcer or an open wound in your stomach, you could technically get envenomated from ingesting their venom. But generally speaking, you could eat a tarantula or scorpion without much of an issue. They're easier than cleaning poop off the floor. Yes, when you are dog training, that is very valid, or when you own alpaca, cows, goats, ornery kitty cats, children. Yes, that's right. I've heard horror stories. I still want to have a kid someday, but I've heard the horror stories. Yeah, she just ripped her diaper off, popped a squat, and now we had to go and clean the whole floor because she turned it into a slimy slide.
I was saying unruly children, and you were just saying children. Yeah. Where's the little one?
The little one what? She's in Oliver's cage. Because a puppy is something we also have. We don't want to just have a puppy. Having a puppy is a-okay. But having a puppy while you have loads of exotic, slightly venomous, or more venomous animals is even better. Why? Because it shows people that they don't necessarily need to worry so much when they own both at the same time. See, we come across that argument all the time. We also come across individuals that are just like, oh, you shouldn't have children if you have exotic pets. No. What you should do is, if you have exotic pets and a child, you make sure that the child cannot get to the exotic pets with this magical thing called a door lock. A door lock takes a key to unlock the door. A door lock.
Sorry, I just didn't hear it.
So, today is not feeding day, so if that's what you tuned in for, sorry guys. We are just doing basic maintenance, and we are using one of the most awkward exercise tools available on the market. Any guesses as to what that might be?
An abroller.
Well, it doesn't help when my wife's in the comments.
I didn't type it, I just said it.
That's right, an ab roller. Now, our ab roller probably needs to get replaced.
We just bought it.
I showed you what's wrong with it. I don't know if the dogs...
Tell my grandpa Dennis Reader happy birthday and congrats on the nice school floor.
Okay, Dennis... Hold on, I'm going to do this in my head because y'all be playing games.
No, it's fine.
It's fine?
Dennis Radar.
Okay. Happy birthday, Dennis Radar, and congrats on the high score. Hopefully it's for something PG.
If not, good job anyway.
My wife's like, if not, good job anyway. So this right here is the ab roller. We're not trying to sell it because this particular brand has got issues. I don't know if you can see that, but it has got some cracking on this side right here, and it's fractured right here, and I'm just waiting. Google it, Dennis Rader. I guess Google it. I swear to God, if we have an FBI agent knocking on our door because you're a perv. I swear to God, it better be PG. What is it?
The BTK killer?
Are you fucking sick? You motherfucker! Oh, you are definitely from What the Fuck, Portland. Alright. Jesus.
You won't know Herb, I promise. Still bad, though.
Alright, so the ab roller is a tricky thing. Please tell me this is a hate snowflakes and wokeism chat. This is a doing the ab roller, which is very sus looking and taking care of animals, because we do fitness, we talk politics, where yes we do. we do tend to trash on the far left more than we do the right. Though trashing on the right is alright because this is a free speech platform for now. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to keep your shoulders down, your elbows in, and you go 1. You want to keep your stomach muscles taut. 3, 4, 7.
We took the best cat or beef anywhere in the world and made your life difficult in the most pressurized contest anywhere in America tonight. And it's not bad, but it's not perfect. You had 2 up your sleeve and wrapped up both of them, and then opened up one, sliced it, 2 more minutes, and then you're going to hit
Oh, dude, you have spiders. Oh, yes, I do. Now, we just got... Hold on. We just got done using the ab roller. No matter what it seems like, that is not some cure-all to your fat. I wish. You still need to go and burn all of those calories and watch what you eat. Whew. Okay, so let's bust out the next critter, shall we? Oh, it looks like she actually ate. Say what? On snowflakes. I'm in the UK, and such a sad story here. We're not exactly doing all that good here in the United States either. We are reaping what was sown generations ago when it comes to how we handle violent motherfuckers. Let's lessen the penalties on people who kill other people, who rape, who attack other people. Let's lessen the penalties. Let's set up gun-free zones when we see that violence is starting to get out of hand. Let's stop teaching kids how to utilize and respect firearms and glorify violence in the face of violence and watch everything go wild. Welcome to the United States. We used to teach kids how to properly maintain firearms. We used to be able to have classes in schools that taught you all of that shit. Kids carrying firearms down the hallways of schools. No gun violence, no deaths. And then politicians decide that they are going to remove common sense classes, and the one thing that was preventing kids from killing each other. And then they're going to set up gun-free zones knowing damn well criminals aren't going to abide by them. And then we have the glorification of violence in the United States. What the fuck did they think was going to happen? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we have that shit going on here too. It's unfortunate. So this right here, yeah, that too. There's also another part of that, though. Because we've also taught kids that their feelings matter to such an extent that they are justified in lashing out at other people, and it's A-okay. Why do they think it's A-okay? Because there's no longer that level of penalization that they have to worry about. Anyway, this right here is a white-knee tarantula. It is a species that can typically be found in the tropics of South America. She actually ate. Look at that. Look at that. No one got their ass whooped. Now, you can put quite a bit of it down to mental health, but that also comes down to conditioning, social conditioning. Kids used to undergo a hell of a lot more trauma back in the day. The only good news about modern day society is the fact that we're dragging out a lot of the old traumas that people generally kept quiet about, like sexual abuse. Nowadays, we have a group of people that is building up that essentially wants to take all of the pedophiles and turn them into hashtags. Some states in the United States have actually started pushing this mantra, where if you sexually assault a child, you essentially meet Chippy the wood chipper. I mean, you probably either get the electric chair or a needle, but you still become a was-were. And that is what needs to happen. Yeah, no, that's what they like to do here in the United States. Oh, I had such, and I've heard abusive husbands say the same thing, and they fucking get away with it. I was raised in a household where my father would beat me constantly, and my mother never did anything about it. I was almost killed by an elder of the church that my mom continues to go to today. You know what I don't feel like doing? I don't feel like going up to a kid and proceeding to beat them to near death. That's what I don't feel like doing, but that's what he did. So by the justification of these motherfuckers out there, I would have every right to become a violent, abusive son of a bitch and get away with it? How about if you can't control yourself to the point where you won't stop hurting other people, you no longer get the option of being around other people. And if you, out of malice, go and kill somebody else preemptively, guess what? If you're found guilty without reasonable doubt, well, they used to go and do something to you in a town square that made sure you never got the chance again.
Cookery and technique that's involved in this, I thought it was an amazing example of taking something and making it better and more modern.
No, you have a heart. Agree with it as well. We have many more support when our generation had. Speaking for myself at 32, the massive changes I've seen have been good. Love that Florida gives the death penalty now. Oregon and California need to get back to that, and California needs to get rid of gruesome Newsom. You want to know why? Because that asshole actually freed thousands of sex offenders before they served a year's time. I'm pretty sure we had the same thing happen here in Oregon under Brown. Is sexual abusers getting out of prison because they're afraid for their well-being because other inmates are upset that they attacked kids. I'm sorry, but I think part of their punishment should be having to be around people that are going to constantly be out to do unto them what they have done unto others. If they don't like it, they shouldn't have done it. I am a millennial. I know. It's very disheartening and very confusing at the same time because I was supposed to be raised up in the generation that was all about taking into consideration the feelings of other people. That worked so well, didn't it? Coddling the criminals. It's the same thing that I come across on the What the Fuck Portland page. I have no idea, Ryder. Hit us with Moby Dick's dad's name. Not Moby Dick's dad's. Remember his name, sir. Please go for it. Let's do this. Papa boner. Oh God.
That was so bad, it's funny.
That's terribly funny. All right. Oh, come on, Susie. That was funny. God, how can you not enjoy that terrible humor? Oh, wait. She did say that wait, how can a Gen Xer not enjoy that terrible humor? Why did Popeye punch the Pope? I have no idea. Go ahead and pull the trigger on that one. All right. Ha! Okay, let's see if I can tell this one correctly. For all you Christians in the audience, go ahead and plug your ears because this is going to be a little bit offensive. Have you ever heard of a reverse exorcism? Yeah. It's where the demon tells the priest to get out of the child.
Wow.
I mean, I had to. I just heard that today and I was just like, you know what? Since we're being offensive, let's go on the offensive with being offensive. Probably lost viewers for that one. All right, so this right here is the Lasiodora peobana, commonly referred to as a salmon pink bird eater, but her colorations are so dark. Like the only thing pink is that fuzz that she's got all over her body. Everything else is this straight jet black. She reminds me a little bit of a Brazilian black tarantula. They could be related. Not gonna lie, a lot of these species are. Some of them are subspecies to the original species. Many viewers, but oh well, lol. Yeah. They're... What?
What's the difference between an orphan and a criminal?
Hold on, I have to hear that correctly. What the fuck did you just say?
I have a worse one. What's the difference between a criminal and an orphan?
I don't know, honey. What's the difference between a criminal and an orphan?
The criminal is wanted.
The criminal's wanted. My wife. That is so terrible.
I said it's the worst. It's worse.
I don't think so, but there is clear evidence that something's brewing. We're gonna get back to that here in a second. But before we do, I want to go through and talk about species and subspecies a little bit. Many of you have probably heard about Goliath bird-eating tarantulas. They are those monstrosities that people buy that are considered to be, considering we might have members from the What the Fuck Portland group in here, I'm not sure that is a question you want answered. Anyway, considered to be one of the heaviest bodied tarantulas. However, it shares its genome with two other direct species, or direct tarantulas. That would be the Theraphosa burgundy and the Theraphosa apophysis. What we have in our collection is the Theraphosa apophysis. Commonly known as the giant pink toe, not the Goliath pink toe, which for some reason, Susie Smith, apparently you're to draw Susie Smith, so go for it. For some reason, scientists out there decided that they were going to name a what is that? Avicularia, the Goliath pink toe, when there was already a pink-toed tarantula that was roughly the same size as the traditional Goliath bird eater. I don't know why scientists do these things. I don't. I think it's dumb. Like, could we not? Here we go. Now this is the cage setup. I say as I show you my face some more. You can see the screen mesh that allows for a good amount of ventilation. However, they say that as this tarantula ages out, you need to have cross ventilation that is a little bit more appropriate. We shall do that later on down the road when we give her a plastic tote. This is our girl, and she is a confirmed female. You can see where they get the pink from. She's absolutely laced with that color scheme. Naturally, I might add. Look at that. This tarantula, though it's not going to get as heavy as its cousin, the Theraphosa burgundy and the Theraphosa blondie, she is going to get a leg span that is very much comparable. Her legs, holy shit. Well, her legs are going to be wider than my face. I am going to dub her, once that happens, the household face hugger. And if she ever gets out, which is highly unlikely considering her size, I might have to bust out some self-defense preparations.
Get in.
Like a bear trap. I don't know.
Ow.
I think my 9mm might be a little bit too big for the situation.
Excuse me.
Oh, God.
I gotta pee.
Oh, God.
Yes. Move.
Thank you for sharing with the class.
Get out of the way.
She literally flipped onto her back and tried begging for attention right when my wife is trying to get to the bathroom. Wow. That was a foul thing to do. My wife trying to flee to the bathroom. However, if you are new here, let's get the camera down there one more time to show off this big girl. Now, the reason we don't go and take the lid off of her hide is because she already has shown that she has a predisposition for throwing her hairs the second she feels movement above her. Are you coming back through?
Yeah.
Here, check out my forehead real quick. Go on.
Two doggies are playing on the bed. You hear her?
Yes. Tarantulas from the New World, the Americas, if you will, managed to develop a self-defense mechanism that ties in with their hairs. This defense mechanism is known as urticating hairs. Urticating hairs are thrown off of the abdomen into a cloud, which they hope will disperse and land on whatever is screwing with their nest, whatever is nearby. She felt me messing with the lid of her den the last time I took it off. I don't do that shit no more. I learned my lesson. I was shirtless, by the way, when this happened. I was shirtless. It was like 85 fucking degrees in here. I was sweating my nuts off. And I went, grabbed the lid, I took it off, and though I didn't see her flick the hairs, I saw the cloud move up. And I was just like, I'm about to have a fucking bad day.
Yeah. How about when we were moving? Oh, what was its name? Genie.
Oh my God, when we had a male tarantula, he was a green bottle blue. We decided that we were going to trade him for
Isn't that how we got Gem?
Gem.
Or was that Blue?
No, it was Gem. Blue's the one that we had that we thought was female because he'd been here for like 3 years and not molted out. Anyway, we went to go and grab Genie so that we could get him to a location where he could finally get laid because he'd been doing nothing but trying to escape, like males do. Anyway, I go in there to grab him.
No, you were on the ground with the cage, and I was doing backup trying to get him out.
And he decided that, you know what? All of the urticating hairs he still had were going to go into my face. My ass was planted on the ground. Was I shirtless?
I don't remember.
I caught the full brunt of that cloud. And it fucked me
Yeah,
up.
worrisome drop.
Holy shit. But we got him there. And apparently he went off to live a very short-lived life, as male tarantulas of his species do. Because
Honey?
he became dinner. It's what happens with, yeah. It was honey, nut, Cheerio. He became the main course. Because female tarantulas, in most cases, will cannibalize the male once they are done doing the dirty. Same goes for a lot of the species of true spiders that are out there. They get banged, and then they die. I have no idea what the hell Vine Swingers.
Tarzan.
I am actually worried about looking anything that sounds like swingers up after what happened on TikTok.
Hey, see, he's talking about Tarzan because he swings on Ryan.
He is almost most certainly
Well, I
not
know,
talking
but
about Tarzan. This is not a discussion about Tarzan. I can almost guarantee that.
Where does Tarzan put the Ryan when he's swinging around with Jane in his arms?
Ugh.
That was actually a conversation once.
I'm worried as to where this conversation's going to go. Back when we were trying to make it big on TikTok, not doing that anymore, we came across one guy who was incredibly lewd and rude, and he kept insisting that my wife and I act as swingers. This was back when I was still far chunkier than I should be. And he proceeded to tag my lives in the group that he was a part of so that all of his twisted little friends came in and ruined every single live that we did. I am too fucking short for most people.
Hey, we're like the same height.
You're too fucking tall for most people.
I know. You should not tell Sasquatch.
That is incredibly corny. And you might want to use that on the next single guy you come across because I'm married. Now.
Told you were hot stuff.
Let's go and see. Nick Gare. Mr. Gare. There's your shout out. Almost got me. Had I not pronounced that right, it would have been a naughty word. Oh, well, it helps when I do this. It's pretty alright. You know what's not alright? The fact that his camera is complete garbage.
Hey, that was supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah, well. That looks like one of the male Monocentropus balfouri. Look at that. The blue in the legs. I don't see anything that would elicit us freaking out over baby tarantulas. But then again, they are kind of blocking our view. So, there is that what?
Do you see what Susie said?
Do you like Metallica?
Next one. Duchess! Duchess!
And yeah, I am Winter and I hate you. And Nick, you did not get me. I pronounced that right, buddy. Or at least wrong for you. Alright, so what we are going to do now is utilize the ab roller. Everybody's most awkward exercising device. Now, the ab roller is not some miracle cure for fat deposits. The only cure for fat deposits
Is liposuction.
I was going to say is whatever they've got you on, that's supposedly supposed to be really good for that.
Not doing anything.
Well, go for a walk.
It's also supposed to curb my appetite. I feel like it's getting worse again.
Anyway, if you want to actually go and get a six-pack and look slender, I've got some bad news for you. The best thing that you can do is actually go and burn those calories. I myself have walked over 10 miles today. Over 10 miles. And I am down to...
I like Susie.
Hopefully Susie went and followed. I weigh 273 and I dropped from 340. So walking works, it just sucks. But you know what sucks more than walking? Running. And for those who say that running is the most amazing thing on earth,
Be
crack
careful.
is one hell of a drug.
Don't
Okay?
push her.
Because ain't no way you're doing that sober. Stop it! Before the dogs get the idea that I'm out here to play. Alright. The ab roller is crafted to get you to tear up those abdominal muscles just enough
Duchess,
that
go get
you
Daddy.
tone that shit. And it looks so fucking gay, it's stupid. Alright, so here we go. You want to keep your shoulders tucked, your shoulders down, your elbows tucked in, and your abs taut. 1. Honey, no! Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea how hard it is to keep these dogs off of me?
I know, especially when I'm doing that.
Oh my god.
Now, is this something you serve often for the family or for friends? Alligator, a certain time of the season we'll get it around home, you know? In the woods, in the tree. Oh, it's so wild,
No, I got those new toys. I should have got another ducky.
alligator jambalaya, fried alligator for hanging on the side, and cooking alligator, so it's incredibly lean, underneath fats, and liver.
Get him, doggy.
Hard to pick out it. That's probably the best alligator now.
Did you hear that? They said get him, little boy.
Oh,
You gonna steal it from me?
good golly.
Ow!
This is my first
Ah!
What was that?
This thing is a freaking monstrosity.
It sounded like a dog yiping.
Stop it!
No.
Oh, this thing is Frankenstein together, folks. Give me a second.
Do we need to buy you a new one?
We can't afford it.
Hopefully I do really, really good this weekend. Shit.
No, we're not gonna go for 1 million. I'll tear my abdominal muscles.
Hi!
Wife says hi back. Do you want to show them some of your art?
It's in that box right there.
All right. Here we go, folks. Check that out. Now, we both kind of messed up on this one. This is our first attempt at catching this in resin.
Oh, the second one. That one's almost worse.
We need to put these in a pressure pot.
Oh, not with bubbles, but... Yeah, but I don't know how I can do that one.
Well, we better figure it out.
Too big.
Well, then we should curl the legs under. I don't know, but that it's just got so many bubbles. What is Susie texting? She's texting my wife. And for the D&D lovers out there, check this out. Look at that. Yeah. She actually sells that as a set. She puts a whole D&D dice set in there.
I have them over here, but
And we have a little dragon egg. I'm really excited about this next upcoming event.
oh, I went into the freezer and found some more attack roaches.
Nice.
There's 2 more over here. That's half done.
Ugh. All right, now I need the snakes out. I think little guy's out. Let's go take a look at him, shall we? So this is the little guy. Little guy is an adult standard ball python. It's kind of halfway out. His scales are starting to gray, which makes me think that he might be
So we have 2
pre-shed.
blue and a blue.
Yeah, but he's not showing it in his eye scales.
Was Mochi?
I am good, but not your bro. I am female. I mean, kudos on him for getting as confused as the rest of us most of the time when we're talking to people online. What?
Was Mochi's eyes gray?
Oh yeah, Mochi's starting to definitely get in blue.
I think that just gave up playing with Oliver and is playing with her own sport.
So, the last thing that we need to do is take care of the roaches. What time is it? Ooh, I'm gonna have a little bit of time for gaming. I don't know if people would be up to just wanting to watch me go and do that shit, but yeah, I play virtual reality mill sim gaming, and I wish I could.
I'd rather play that than deal with regular reality.
Right? You love Fortnite? That's all right. I tried Fortnite. I was not a fan. I don't like the fact that your boundaries like creep in on you.
Was that Fortnite or was that the fall game or whatever that your brother suggested?
Well, I think they both do that.
No, Population 1.
Oh, I'm talking about Population 1, but I'm pretty sure Fortnite does the same thing, doesn't it?
Snakes? Question on snakes.
Okay, we have three ball pythons. This little girl refused to eat the last 2 times, but that's all right. Snakes can go months without it, so long as they still look healthy. This is our baby girl, Belle. Look at how yellow her eyes are.
Did I water her cage enough?
Yeah. They need to have 60% humidity inside their cage. Look at her. I play on the Oculus Quest 3.
I'm glad they're not coming out with a 4 this year.
No, that's going to be next. Look at her. You like the PS4? I got it. You got to give props. I really wish that my grandfather were alive to see all the technological advancements that we have today. However, if he saw what?
They're serving sushi on a naked lady on there.
Ooh. My wife's gonna stab me. Not really. She's not the violent type.
Yeah.
Yet. Xbox 360, isn't that one of the earlier
I
models?
think that's the one before the Xbox One, right?
But anyway, we just have one gaming device that I like to play. I also used to play Red Dead Redemption a lot. But then I realized that I was working just as hard on Red Dead Redemption as I was in the real world. And that just kind of bummed me the fuck out. Like, I was hustling on Red Dead Redemption. And the thing was, on Red Dead, you didn't have to pay, like, taxes. You only had to pay stable fees and shit like that.
You had stable fees.
Yeah. Smoke weed? You trying to get smoked or what? No. No, I ruined that in this household. Because rather than listening to the individuals that told me not to drink a whole vial of a THC compound, I decided to take the whole vial for a trip. And we went to space for about 3 days, I swear to God. At least I was tired for 2 of the 3 days. So much so that I was like falling asleep in my food. Kind of looked terrible. Not gonna lie.
No, kind of. Especially in the middle of a restaurant.
Yeah, I was pulling that shit in the middle of a restaurant. Casio's cousin. I have no idea who that is. Alright, so these... Oh, we might actually have to put the heat back on them because they're looking a little bit too...
Oh, sluggish.
Yeah. So these are the roaches that we feed to our tarantulas, and they are not looking the best. What we'll do is we'll go and we'll put the heat lamp back on them, try to move the heat lamp away so they don't get too warm. We want to hamper their ability to reproduce, but not, you know...
What's your job?
This.
Like a mechanic?
I am a security officer. Look at that. So let's go over this, shall we? These guys right here, the wide-bodied wingless wonders that are dark and often have patterning, those are female dubias. Male dubias have narrow bodies, long wings, and dark complexions. Did you... Oh, no. No, we did not find them in an Xbox. Oh, God, that is fucking hilarious. And it's hilarious because we get shit in from... Because I go and I secure a site where people toss stuff they don't want anymore. But anyway, people toss stuff, and it has bed bugs and shit in it. This right here is a dubia juvenile. And these red guys right here are the orange head juveniles. Now, the orange head that have the white dot on the abdomen, those are males. The females do not have that. So what we typically do to take care of these critters is we fill up that water container right there after we rinse it out a little bit. And then we check the sides of the cage. If there's enough condensation, we don't worry about spritzing it down. It is very humid already. There we go. Bed bugs actually live everywhere. If you actually look at an infestation, they throw the whole ass house away. Unless they can cook the inside of the house to a certain temperature, but in most cases, they suit up in hazmat gear, and I can tell you this because I've seen it. They suit up in hazmat gear, and they take every bit of furniture out of the house. And they essentially get rid of somebody's entire life. I have seen, what is that? I have seen everything. I've seen electronics. I have seen books thrown away because the house had bed bugs in it. I have seen kids' toys dumped in the bed bug loads. Oh no, these aren't bed bugs. These are dubia and orange head roaches that we feed to the spiders and that we sell to people in our community that have tarantulas as well. There is a pretty decent amount of folks out here that love taking care of their pets. I've got 4 guys are pounding me right now. Well, it must be pretty mundane if you're on your phone. Jesus Christ, dude. You need to start paying attention to what's happening in reality. Now these I almost said these tarantulas. These 6-legged tarantulas, these roaches are a tropical variety that you can find in some, but not all pet stores. They cannot reproduce effectively under 85 degrees. They need to have high humidity. They need to be fed pretty much every night. He must be pretty sore. I don't even know how he'd type it. He's got to be holding one in each hand. Just saying. Definitely from the WTF Portland site. Because that either screams Portland or San Fran.
How quickly do they reproduce?
They don't actually reproduce that quickly. It takes them about, I think it was 71 days after copulation to produce their egg casing that can have up to 21 offspring in it. The offspring then need to wait 70 some days before they are mature enough to mate. Compared to some species of insects out there, this is very slow. However, once you get them going, they don't want to stop.
What do they eat?
I have no idea. God, these new kids and their words. The fuck is Riz? Is it like a flashy form of something else that I probably should not say? You know what? We're getting off topic. These guys, we typically feed them fish flakes, dog food kernels. We give them oranges once a week to boost their libido when we are trying to get them to mate. And we will feed them truly organic food. That's what I already said, Roses.
Oh, sorry.
We fed them some organic food in the past, and we actually started to have a mass die-off. So, if you are trying to raise animals, be aware that some of the organic food that they are trying to sell you is anything but. Let me tell you, I was super pissed when our colony started to take a dive. I was very unhappy. Oh, she's almost all the way out. Belle.
Oh, she was doing that earlier.
Hi, girlie. Where are you going? Yeah? What you doing? See, she's actually kind of big around for...
Make good money.
Not yet, but it probably will once the other pet stores start running desperately low. Look at this. But fortunately for us, the feeding aspect isn't what I'd consider to be too costly. It actually costs more to feed the snakes. Look at this pretty girl. Hi, baby. Yeah. See, ball pythons make exquisite pets. Look at how calm she's being, and I'm messing with her face. Doop. Don't try that with a corn snake. A corn snake will make you wish you hadn't. But ball pythons, oh yeah. And you can tell that she is quite warm because her tongue is flicking fairly quickly as a good indicator of a good climate for her. This is, of course, the cold side of her cage. The warm side is around the water, which tends to collect heat from the heat bulb directly. What she'll do is she'll actually wrap around the water dish to warm up a little bit. Look at that. Such a good girl. Despite the fact that she won't eat. But if you look at it, she actually has fat rolls. So it's not like she's starving. And I actually went and talked to a veterinarian about that. And the vet said, and I quote, "Does your snake look like it's starving?" And I told the vet, this is back when little guy was on his monumental food strike. He went over a year without eating. And I went up to the doctor and I was just like, "Doc, my snake hasn't eaten in over a year. There's something wrong with it." And he looks at me and he goes, "Well, does it look like your snake's starving?" And I go, "Well, no." And he's like, "Well, then don't worry about it. Come back to me when he..." Yes, ball pythons are constrictors. And lo and behold, shortly thereafter, the snake decided that it was in the mood for food. And he's still kicking it with us. Now, extreme hunger strikes, after a little bit more research, typically have a lot to do with environmental stressors. Maybe we weren't keeping his cage moist enough. Maybe it was the smell of the inside of his, the ambient air around him. Maybe it was being too close to the tarantulas. We don't know. But he kicked it. You have... What the fuck is... There's a school that actually banned these words and these phrases. Did you know that? But yeah, they ball pythons are constrictors. They oftentimes have...
See if she likes it.
What the fuck?
The first-day search for America's Next Master Chef has seen 8 people
Really?
in the
Really?
competition.
She keeps biting the base of his tail. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, hey, it's just a local. We were talking about ball pythons.
They better not smash.
Yeah, no, they better not smash because that's daughter and father right there. And this is the one that you missed a little bit ago. Her attitude is definitely pretty chill. Well, we are on the butt end of this live stream, so you're not going to be missing much. I'm going to try to move the live streams up to about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night rather than doing them later. We're about to use the ab roller for a last time, and then I will be bidding you all adieu. Smash or gas on Ice Spice? Is Ice Spice hot? Then, if I were single, what the fuck is gas? Like throw her in a gas chamber? Are you German or something? What the fuck?
My guess is either smash or run away.
Oh, well, run away.
Yes.
Watch, there's gonna be one German guy in this. What? That was a very inappropriate joke. Well, what happened in the past was very inappropriate, folks. Okay, here we go. Now, we are going to be using the ab roller one last time. Again, the ab roller is not some fix-all cure for obesity. It is simply there to do the same thing that sit-ups and crunches do, and that is to tone the abs while you are losing the fat. What are you doing? What is this? What is this?
I can't get it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Huh? Are you gonna let me do my... No, not a chew toy. Not a chew toy. Why don't you go bite your daddy some more? Go bite your daddy some more.
Gotchas.
Okay, let's do some puppy time. Not slobber on my glasses. Okay, let's do some puppy time. Yeah. Puppy time. So much for the ab roller. Leave my watch alone. Come here. You can bite your own foot. There you go. There you go. That's all you can bite. That's all you can bite. Whoop. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I like you. I like your apron.
Huh? What are you gonna do? You little stinker. Huh? Huh? Oliver, are you gonna get on this, or are you gonna let your daughter abuse me? Huh? Your whole ass body covers up that camera lens.
Don't take this personally, because I think you're amazing. But for me,
Yes. Leave the watch alone. She's already run tooth marks through this watch screen. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Is
do?
that a dog? It's actually two.
It's actually two. We have,
And we need three of this.
oh my god. See, this is what happens when you chew on my watch screen. Ah. Oh my god! Give my watch a break. That's it. I'm taking the watch off. You are just an absolute threat. Oh, fucker. Why does she want to chew on...
What just happened?
I beg your pardon, you big blum bitch!
He is not a bitch, he's a bendo.
Fucking seriously, you just almost knocked my ass out. Come. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. One way. One way. Pick which way you want to be. Don't keep going back and forth, you little...
I worked in restaurants going on for a little while.
Get out of here.
Dishwasher. Kind of veered off of that. Just being a teenager. Just figuring out like.
Yeah. Are you finally chilling out? Is that a loose tooth you're going after? What do you have in your mouth? What is that? Ugh, it's slobber!
Ah!
God! What are you chewing on?
That dog is taller than yours. What?
Moldovans? That is a type of person. You should look it up. That's so funny. Arr!
I don't know if I want to.
Arr! You are chewing on something. What is that? No, it's a dog kernel. It's a dog food kernel. Yes, it's a dog food kernel. Yeah. 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 Are you getting frustrated because I'm not giving you my hand to chew on? Well, you're technically not supposed to chew on my head or my face for that matter, you little shit. Go bite your daddy. And I don't mean me. Go get him. Aww. He's like, but you don't want to play anymore? You don't want to play anymore? Maybe I don't want to get bit 24/7. Oh, did I find a good spot? Oh, I did. I did. Yeah. Good girl. Mm.
Hurry while she's distracted.
Now she's doubling back. Why did you say distracted? She's hungry is what she is. So I'm going to do the ab roller. And then I'm going to do the ab roller. Then I'm going to feed her. And then if I have time, which I probably won't, I'm going to play the video game.
In the background, you can see little guy periscoping.
Yeah.
it's intense. And
That dog is...
good job. Really good job.
Oh.
Delicious. Thank you.
Stop chewing on the ab roller. No wonder it's so beat to shit. She uses it to sharpen those teeth. Trust me, they're sharp. All right. Oh, that was my knee. Oliver, no. Back up. No. You won't let me exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sort of. That was like 4.5. Ow! Let me exercise, damn you. Seriously? She's sitting on my ab roller. Oh.
I didn't do it.
I guess we're gonna go and make her food because she's not gonna let me exercise until I go and make her goddamn food. Honey, you take her out, I'll make her food.
I just took her out.
Alright, here we go. Gotta get up. Used to be a hell of a lot harder to do that. Gravity sucks more when you weigh 340, let me tell you. Luckily, I weigh 273 now, so. Yeah. We lost a dog. It was a combination of it was primarily our fault. She managed to get her hands on.
Mom and Dad gave them the bones.
Yeah, I thought she stole the bones.
No, we went over there for dinner.
Anyway, our dog, regardless of how it happened, managed to get her hands on some beef bones.
And instead of chewing on it,
And instead of chewing on them as much as she should have in order to digest them properly, she swallowed the shards that were like 1 inch to 2 inches long.
She chewed it up instead of chewed on it.
It's the beginning of day 2, and the judges are hungry for perfect dishes. Anticipation is in the air as the first batch of home cooks create the dishes.
We took the puppy dog to Dove Lewis, which is supposed to be a non-profit. It could not have been further from the truth.
That was expensive for what little we did.
Yeah, we spent thousands of dollars. Wasn't it thousands?
It was more like 400 or 500.
Okay, well, we spent hundreds of dollars just to get her pain meds. They did not fix her up. They did not help us. It was a shit show, and we lost her that night.
It's just really like I look up to her. And she's been through a lot and raised 4 boys counting my dad, so she's a strong Italian woman. She's the one who brought me to the kitchen, so I would love to win Master Chef for her.
What Dustin doesn't know is his mom is secretly flown in from Florida to support him.
So now we watch everything so close. Shut up!
There's no help when that little twerp steals everything.
Yeah, no.
I think Casey loved everyone.
Casey loved pretty much everyone. She loved attention. She loved food more. She was, if not morbidly obese, she was very close. When we took her to the vet, she weighed
100 pounds exactly.
about 100
She only
pounds.
weighed 5 pounds more than Oliver, but I think she was shorter and much rounder.
Yeah. It was a hard death. She dealt with internal bleeding. Her ability to digest was completely shot. And she just had to endure agony. I don't even know if they offered to put her down there. Yeah, no.
Take her to your local vet in the morning.
Yeah, take her to the local vet in the morning. And the audacity of these motherfuckers, I got an email from them. I think it was either today or yesterday, where they were congratulating me for them winning an award that they got for being such a good nonprofit. And I just about fucking lost it right then and there. I sent them back an email and I said, I did not vote for you for anything other than the world's worst veterinary hospital because of what you did. All right. Here we go. There you go, Duchess. Oliver's like, but where's mine? Oliver, move so I can get you yours. Move! And Wolf doesn't get any because Wolf likes to go and just leave his food. Wolf, you don't get any because you don't eat your food right away, and this is how we get ants.
More children.
Yeah, I am not a fan of Dove Lewis. He might need more food after this, honey. Oliver. Okay. Here you go, baby boy. Yeah. And I would have preferred it if they'd gone and put her down. That
Said, hey, we don't know if she's gonna survive.
yeah, because she did suffer in the end. The pain meds that they gave us, they wore off. They were not enough. It was hundreds of dollars for such a small amount of pain meds, and by
Had to actually eat it to take it.
yeah, by the end of the night, it was no longer in her system. And every time somebody goes to talk up Dove Lewis, I just put them down. There's no way. So now we watch our dogs like a hawk. Sometimes they still get their mitts on stuff they're not supposed to, but it's not nearly as bad as those shards of bone.
Even when the bone gets small enough, there's a chance they'll choke on them.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
As a single mom from South Chubby, Florida, got a stop for this competition.
I figure out what. My name is Kristen Florida. I live in Florida. And I'm a single mom. Most people don't want to go home and cook, but that's all I really want to do. I was a stress reliever. My dad's grateful. My dad, he's so for all the redness and everything, I go to my dad for advice. But also, mother, for me would be knowing that I can provide a great future for me. Everything that it takes to be the next master chef.
Duchess is Duchess is making sure Oliver's bowl's nice and clean.
Whew. All right. And that, my dog took a dog and paid so much for this dog who's in my, for this dog who, in my belief, she shouldn't have had.
Honey, look down.
Your who took a dog? Yes, I see you. All right. Well, guys, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.